Satnam, and welcome to Practice Kundalini Yoga with me. I'm Surya Sivchot Kaur, and today we'll do a Kriya to strengthen your magnetic field. We all have magnetic field around us. It is our radiance, our aura, our protection from any negative forces around us. And this magnetic field can extend up to 9 feet with human beings. And the magnetic field communicates where you are at. It is your vibration, your frequency, beyond any words or beyond any masks that we might be taking. So if you feel very radiant, you have very uplifting presence, very humble presence, then your electromagnetic field is really strong. But if you feel very low energy, you have maybe negative mindset, then also your electromagnetic field is very weak and it doesn't protect you anymore from the negativities. The magnetic field attracts certain people, certain circumstances to appear in your life. If you have very beautiful and radiant frequency, then also beautiful and radiant things will come to you. Yes, they attract each others and come together. So if we want to change our lives, and if we want to manifest different things to happen in our lives, we need to change our vibration, our frequency. And this is really what the yogis and sages have known for thousands of years, that the practice of yoga is really about changing that inner environment so that we can attract at a different level. So let's start today's practice by tuning in the mantra Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Damien is here practicing with you, demonstrating. And let's come to a cross-legged position. Find that comfortable seat, spine is tall. Place the palms in prayer in front of the heart, allowing the 2 palms to meet each other's and create a gentle pressure, and thus activating the brain, bringing the 2 hemispheres of the brain into communication and harmony, allowing the breath to flow deeply, settling yourself into that inner awareness. Om Namo Gurudev Namo, I bow to that infinite creative consciousness that lies within myself. Already tuning in with the mantra will strengthen your magnetic field. Let's take a deep breath in to begin. Deep breath in, hold that breath in, seal the guidance. And exhale, release your hands gently on your knees. And we start warming up the spine, Sufi circles. Start rotating your spine in big and wide circles. Keep the eyes gently, softly closed. And roll them in and up to the 3rd eye center. Inhalation, vibrating on the mantra Sat. Exhalation, vibrating on mantra Nam. tuning into that precious inner space without any thinking, without any destinations, without any outcome. We sink into that place where we can meet ourselves anew. Dedicate yourself to this practice of meeting yourself, meeting the infinite divine teacher who is inside you. That is your best teacher, that knows intuitively what is needed in each and every situation and circumstance in order to you to live your vibration that is full and present, that is humble and attractive in its kindness, softness, and sweetness. When you next time exhale, reverse, move to the opposite direction. Keep waking up the prana, waking up the Kundalini energy, the magic force of your very own self that makes life very, very precious, makes life very blessed, so that we can enjoy life to the fullest and pick up the fruits of the existence in everyday living. So that the blissful self is very present, not only in the moments when there is positivity and beauty happening in your life, but also in the moments when there is a challenge happening. And we learn ourselves to tap into that neutrality of your mind, so that it doesn't seek for certain kind of experiences, so that happiness doesn't look like a certain thing, but the life is perfect as it is. Happiness and bliss exists in every single situation, underlining your experience of life with its sweet acceptance. Take a deep, full breath in, come to the center, hold that breath. Root lock, the mula bandha, the muscles in the perineum at the pelvic floor are lifted in and up, inner asana, to guide the energy. Up, 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 hold it. And exhale, release back to the inner stillness. Have a moment of pause where everything stops. The desire to move forward and the desire to know what is next disappears into the place of zero that is your starting point to all of life. The zero, the nothing, can be very liberating and freeing. Spinal flex. Let's place the hands to the shins and we start moving the spine, extending and contracting. Inhaling to the front, exhaling to the back. Keep the head at level so that the chin doesn't move, the head doesn't flip-flop. Inhaling front, exhaling back. Powerful breath. Disappear into the rhythm and keep it up, keep going, keep moving the spine, finding the rhythm. The higher glands in the brain, the pituitary, the pineal, are really loving this rhythmic pump of the breath, movement of the spine, and they become active. And when they become active, this is where the magic begins. It is the gateway to the stages of meditation, stages of bliss, stages where your sacred haven can be found deep within, inside you. Keep going, keep inviting, feeling your radiance here and now, increasing on every single breath. 30 more seconds, keep pumping. Take a deep, full breath in. Hold it. Close the root lock. Pull the chin slightly under. Press the tongue tip to the roof of the mouth to activate the meridians in the upper palate. Guide the energy. Become very, very still. Exhale, release. Feel what is happening inside you. What is the energy inviting you to notice? Become very subtle, very sensitive about that nuanced life waking up inside you. And we're going to move forward with Ego Eradicator. In Ego Eradicator, we use the breath of fire, pumping the navel in forcefully as we exhale through the nose. Powerful breath. You can find your own rhythm. You can always do it slower if that suits you better. We're going to curl the fingers into the bats of the palms and extend the arms in 60 degrees, sticking the thumbs out, dropping the shoulders back, lifting the heart up, dropping the chin in. Steady, very, very stable posture, and start your breath of fire. Keep going with very steady breath, steady rhythm. Posture is powerful, breath is powerful, and the heart is soft. The mind is empty, quiet, accepting. Keep going a little bit longer. Allow the breath to heal you. Let the arms that are extended to connect to your heart and connect to your halo, your protection, the shield that makes you so strong, so radiant, so receptive to the goodness of life. Take a deep breath in. Stick the thumb tips together, extend the fingers up and hold the breath. Stretch the spine, pull the root lock in and up so that the energy can fly up, 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 up. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Take a little sniff of extra air if needed. And exhale, release, sweeping the hands down through the aura. Letting them rest on your knees. Feel yourself 360 degrees. The north, the west, the south, the east, the earth and the ether, and you floating in between these forces magnetically, radiantly, in your beingness, swimming in the ocean of consciousness. Becoming radiantly alive and aware. we're going to start the actual Kriya by standing up. It's a really energizing and fun Kriya. Brings your energy up really quickly. It's a fiery and very powerful. So we're going to start by connecting to the breath of fire, pumping the navel in, forcefully exhaling. We place the hands in Gyan Mudra, the thumb tips and the index fingers touching, and the elbows are at the level of the shoulders, fingers and the palms pointing to the front. We're going to hold the arms like this as we start connecting to breath of fire, rapid breath of fire, and we start jogging at the spot, lifting the knees as high as you can. You can keep the eyes open if it helps with your balance, or you can close them, staying in one spot, staying connected with the rapid rhythmical breathing. Enjoy it. Let it wake you up. Let it shake your system. Stay with it. A little bit more, keep going. Powerful breath of fire. Satnam, 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 Satnam. Keep moving, keep breathing, keep lifting the knees. Few more seconds. And take a deep breath in, come into stillness. Hold the breath and release. Stand still and quietly. Feel the blood circulating, the heart beating, the life expressing itself in myriads of ways, right now, right here. Become very present with the life itself. And we're going to step the legs a little bit wider, pointing the toes slightly out. We're going to bend down into a horse stance. Spine is tall, tailbone is tucked under, steady legs. We're going to extend the arms parallel to the ground, pointing the palms to the sides, fingers up. Holding this pose, steady, start breath of fire. Satnam, 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 Satnam. Vibrate the reality that is so truthful, so preciously accessible for you right now. Tap into it, into the life force. Find it from your breath, find it from your dedication, and keep going. A little bit more. Keep going, keeping it up. Crossing the bridges. Feeling the flow of life crisscrossing inside you. Take a deep breath in, hold it. Mula Bandha. Allow the life to dance, dance, dance. Feel it. Free it with your dedication. And exhale. Release into standing. Communicate with the life force beyond words. Communicate with it without thinking of it, without analyzing what it is. We can only become intimate with it by experiencing it. And come again into this stance a little bit wider than hip width distance. Windmill, we're going to extend the arms parallel to the ground. This is our inhale. We exhale the right hand to the left angle, left arm up, gaze up. Inhaling up, exhale the other way. Find your rhythm. Stay with it. Disappear into it so that we do not need to think what the body is doing. The body is doing it by itself. When you initiate the movement from the breath, from the mantra, from the devoted self that is so curious, that's what lies there behind the door of your very own physical body, your physical existence. So that we're here learning about the vessel of our physical body and the mind, but we're more learning about the vessel of our infinite self, all the bodies. Physical body is only one of the 10 bodies that we are believed to have. So we're waking up those energy centers, energy bodies. Keep going. Take a deep breath in, come all the way up, extend the arms, reach, hold, and exhale. Stand still, breathe softly. And as detailed as you can feel your insides, the sensations of your rapid breathing and pumping heart, try to practice how detailed you can actually feel the magnetic field around you, to all directions, 360 degrees. Feel how it's filling the whole room where you are. Feel how you do not finish where your skin ends, where your physical body ends. But you expand like branches of the trees. They're like branches of your radiance, branches of your heart's intelligence. Feel how they invite something beautiful to appear in your life. Make a positive prayer, send it out to the universe, and let it manifest itself. And may you be humbly accepting whatever comes back to it from it. frogs. We're gonna squat down in a way that our heels are connected. If this is not accessible, you do your best, okay? The fingertips are connected to the ground. And we inhale as we lift the buttocks up and fold forward, and exhaling back to squatting. Inhaling hips up, exhaling hips down. We're not going to stay here forever, so bear with it. Stay with it. Keep energizing the earth channel. Keep energizing the legs. A little bit longer, whatever pace suits you. Few more, stay with it. And take a deep breath in, come into squat. And release. And go ahead and lie down on your backs. Just resting for a few moments. Resting in awareness. Letting the heartbeat to soften. Letting the breath to soften, the muscles to relax. And feel the space above you, like there is a radiant light above you. Feel how it fills your body and how it merges into the backspace of your body, all the way to the ground, filling up all sides of you, inside, outside. And take a deep breath in, feel the lungs expand, the lungs. Exhaling, releasing. And with next inhale, come all the way up into a seated position where you extend the legs. We're going to place the fingertips beside your hips, and we're going to lift one leg up as we inhale. Exhaling the leg down, inhaling the opposite leg, exhaling it down. Lifting it as high as accessible for you. Powerful breath. You can close the eyes and look up through the third eye center. Keep breathing. A little bit longer, few more seconds. Fuel yourself with the breath. Drink the prana through the nose. Let it sink deep inside the rivers of your own being. Let it unblock your nadis, your energy channels. And take a deep full breath in. Lift one leg up. Hold the breath in. And exhale. Yes, release. You can lie down on your backs and bring the knees to the chest. Hugging the knees in. Knees to the chest. Wrapping the arms around the knees. And just stay there. Head is relaxed on the ground. And just breathe deeply and softly. Letting the nervous system to digest all this information. Letting it to adapt to this new frequency that is waking up inside you right now. And the beauty is that this frequency is manifesting itself, whether we feel it or not, whether we believe it or not, whether we like it or not. So it's all beyond about these concepts that the human mind is creating. It's happening by itself, with or without our will, with or without our acceptance. But we can assist that by doing these practices. So assist that flow by breathing deeply and fully and consciously. Assist yourself to wake up into the bliss that you are. And gently, softly, take a deep, full breath in. Lungs expand to the fullest. And exhale, release, and come all the way up into a seated position, into a cross-legged position. We're going to keep charging our aura. We're going to inhale as we lift the arms up. The backs of the palms are touching above the head. And exhaling, the fingertips gently touch the ground. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Powerful breath. Keep going. Make sure your shoulders are dropped back. Make sure your posture is steady and straight. Make sure your heart is soft. We don't want to tighten the heart. We want to make it blossoming. We want to make the prayers of the heart to reach all levels of yourself. And we're not only judging the electromagnetic field here, but the very nucleus of it, which is our halo. Our arc line above the head. It goes from earlobe to earlobe. You can see these pictures of sages having this white light above the head. This is our halo. This is what we all have. And this is our shield of protection. So charge it with every breath. We recharge it. We make it bright and vibrant with our breath, with our dedication. 30 more seconds. Take a deep full breath in, extend the arms up, hold the breath. Mula Bandha is closed, pulled in and up. Exhale, sweep the arms down, let them rest on your knees. And feel, what is your wish to the divine? What is your invitation that wants to manifest at the level of your soul body, at the level of your soul's intention? What it is that you are ready for? What is it that you are ready for? If you deeply listen. Gently, softly come back to the surface. And we're going to come into blank pose. So, starting from hands and knees, this posture is done on fingertips. It's a challenging one. So if you have very strong fingers, do it on the fingertips. If you do not have strong fingers, then you can do it on your palms flat on the ground. So both goes. Then we're going to extend the legs out. If this is very, very hard for you, you can always drop the knees to the ground and stay here. If you're okay to lift the knees off, go ahead and do so. Hold this pose, push the floor away, round the upper back ever so slightly, tuck the tailbone under. Notice that you're not lifting the hips up, nor you're sagging them down. So you're one straight line. Hold it. Yes, breath of fire. Steady bump of the belly. Steady rhythm of the breath. Let your body shake if it shakes. Pull the navel in and up. Use your core to support your whole body. 30 more seconds, keep going. Take a deep breath in, exhale into cobra pose, release the knees to the ground, the hips to the ground, pull the heart up and forward, drop the shoulders back, hold this position and keep going with breath of fire. Arching the back. Opening the heart. Make sure you're lifting and elongating through the crown of the head. Back of the neck is long and tall. If you need to micro bend the elbows, you can always come into a more gentle variation. Thirty more seconds, keep going. Take a deep full breath in, hold the pose. Hold the steady breath. Hold the Mula Bandha. Direct the prana. Exhale, release and lie down on your belly. Hands beside you or place them under your forehead. Breathing softly. Feeling into that genuine part of yourself, innocent part of yourself, humble sense of yourself. Inhale and come back to Cobra pose. Last physical challenge for today. So in Cobra pose, we're gonna inhale as we tuck the toes under and lift ourselves into downward facing dog. Inhaling to down dog, exhaling back to Cobra. You can keep the toes tucked and moving in between these two poses. Inhaling down dog, exhaling Cobra. Finding your rhythm and sticking with that. Make the breath deep. Aware of every single millimeter of the movement in your body. Every single millimeter of the movement of your breath. A little bit longer. Take a deep breath in, come back to downward facing dog, and release into child's pose. Resting your hips to the heels, resting your forehead on the ground. Resting your mind in the place of 0. Staying there, breathing deep. Allowing the ajna, the third eye, to be stimulated with the earth's blessings. Inviting the flow of life to redirect the flow of the mind. And gently, with the deep inhale, start slowly lifting yourself all the way up into a cross-legged seated position. We're going to place our left hand on the heart, right hand on Jnana Mudra, and bending the elbow close to the ribcage, palm facing forward. We're going to stay in this position. We're going to close the eyes. And we're going to start breathing really deeply, lengthening the breath. Feeling how the prana is resting in its home, where it lives, in the ribcage, in the heart space. And finding your home from this posture that is inviting you to find clarity in relationship to yourself, in relationship to all living beings around you, knowing how your radiance is affecting everybody that you meet, everybody that you interact. Calming the heart by calming the breath. When the breath is unsteady, everything becomes unsteady. But when the breath is deep, everything becomes deep. When you next time inhale, hold the breath in as long as you can. Holding it in, Antara Kumbhaka, pot. The torso is full of prana. When you need to exhale, do so. And on the bottom of the exhalation, hold the breath out as long as you can. And in your own rhythm, you may move like this. Inhaling, holding the breath in. Exhaling, holding the breath out. Noticing how the rhythm of the breath is affecting to our mental states. And how this long and deep rhythm, with pauses in between the inhalations and the exhalations, are connecting us into a deeper place of ourself, into emotional balance, into stable and centered harmony with your inner self, and then radiating this centered and stable harmony with everybody that you meet. And this is really what we produce out with our radiance, with our aura, with our magnetic field. What our inner landscape is seen and felt through your presence. And the vibratory frequency cannot be masked. No matter how much you try to hide the inner environment, it's not possible. We feel, we sense, we are energy beings. And that frequency that you live in is the frequency that you produce out. And by breathing deeply and holding the breath in and out, we let the turbulence of the mind to quiet down. We make a precious nest, a home inside our hearts. And we let ourselves to be filled with the prayers that are living inside the breath. And one of the most beautiful ways to charge your aura is very simple. Practice for everyday living in kindness, everyday living in humility, appreciation and gratitude. And this is beautiful medicine for your radiance. And this medicine is attracting people around you, because kindness attracts people who need the kindness most. And then we stay and live in that state of love. And we radiate that state of love as a medicine to the whole humanity. Stay with that long, deep breath. Stay with your eyes closed and become very still. Breathing softly. Keep holding the breath. Keep softening the eyes of your heart so that you can meet reality with radiance, with innate state of kindness and goodwill. Melt down all the resistance. Melt down the masks that want to pretend. And let your essence soften. Let it soften into the divine being that is beautifully humble, beautifully radiant, solidly still, naturally, so innocent. And when you next time breathe in, release your hands down, breathing normally and naturally, feeling the field around you expanding, anchoring inside your heart, spreading through to all directions. And go ahead and find your last, final relaxation pose. You may lie down on your backs and just rest, letting all the muscles to soften. Coming into that corpse pose, where we momentarily die. We give an opportunity to life to renew itself. Soften your all being. Letting the blessings of your heart to feed every cell, every aspect of your being, the physical, the mental, the divine, the spiritual layers, coming into conversation beyond words. Melt into that existence that is very natural for yourself. We just need to verify it by letting go of the mind's grasp. Completely melt, completely sink, become so silent, relax, surrender, surrender, surrender. Let the body rest in its well-deserved stillness for as long as it feels like needing it. No need to rush out. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on.